Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Beginner's Guide. Where I last left off, it was starting to go very emotional. We start to know that Koda is actually trying to distance himself from other people, trying to keep it to himself. And in the recent game that he's made, he says that, oh, I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do. I am alone. But then the game he's created says that it's going to be okay. They are going to be okay. So right now we're just going to see the progression of his depression, anxiety. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Okay, island. Hello. Okay. Interesting. Oh no, my phone! Where did the island come from? Where does this island come from? Oh my god, this music is scary sometimes. Is that a person? How lovely. Where are you? Up there? It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh, creepy. Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? What? Okay. Go here. I can take you to it, but there's a problem.
Last game featured Koda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations. This one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Deal. The first deal. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was.
This is the puzzle?
In his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not really.
I've solved this puzzle before.
And so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
First you have to open a door. Okay, now now you have to press the switch on the inside. Close the door first. Alright, what's next? Now you just press the switch here. Ah, that was so simple.
Yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
What? Okay, here we are. Oh my god, that's scary. There's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love 100% of the time. Sure, making things easy. Oh no. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did the wall just crumble? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. Oh lord. It is easy, it never stops being easy. Oh no. Yes, that's wonderful.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about, and I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this was the worst thing for me.
Oh, these are all like
This is what I felt at the time.
these are all the dialogue to you.
I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Oh.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
That was just... Oh my gosh. I'm assuming Coda's a girl. Oh no, it's just... Guard. Man, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the integration wherever you like. I tend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned, someone called the press. So we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Will you get to see the machine, ma'am? Will it be punished? What can you tell us? What? So this is the machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. It was because of your creation that any of us can make it through every day. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. This is scary. Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Okay. My friends, I have a troubling revelation. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us show that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Oh gosh, no. What? Just again. Please. Oh no. That scared me. Do you go here? Please don't scare me. Where do I go here? Backstage.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Oh, so that's how it works. Oh, so this is the game that he has created and I'm destroying it. I'll make sure you are known forever.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Is that... oh.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it
Feels like it's just painting a white though.
Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Honestly, I can relate to this. Having a work backfire upon you. It's just feels so bad. Oh.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
Oh, so this is this game.
And the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games.
I like it too.
The point of it all was just to give them some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
I'm scared now. Did he unintentionally made us jump game? Put down your weapon. Sure, I'll put down my weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good. That I am
Everyone
good.
needs it.
When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could.
Oh, okay. His voice is starting to get scary now.
They told me how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling.
And then the plot twist comes.
So
That he's the killer.
beautiful.
He's the killer.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Oh. Or maybe he's working on a game, right? Tower. I hope it's not scary. Ooh. I can't. Oh, I can move now.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I got chills. It's literally cold.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Can I skip it? Oh.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yes, please. I want to skip it. The modifications, man.
It's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned the
Yeah,
house
I noticed
forever.
that.
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating there, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached it during this time, then maybe I could have asked it, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here.
What's the code?
I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay, there's the code. 1 5 1 6 1 7 Okay. Right here.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
I know how it feels.
I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is.
Oh.
It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years,
Yeah?
I was trying to get to know him, to understand
Oh my
who
God.
he actually was.
Okay,
and
back.
what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Wait, what 3 dots? Is it the 3 dots that I will see? Or is it? So I guess it really is a tower.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Aww.
Where did I screw up?
Yeah, make me cry. Dewey, don't do it. Was his name Dewey? I forgot. Oh, Davey.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Yo.
Poisoned it for you.
That's really sad. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. It's really sad.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space
And
that
the
is...
people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meeting, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? I guess the lamppost was the solution.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. But I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Okay. How did this become the Stanley Parable? No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Oh, dang. Heartbreaking stuff there. Actually, I don't know how long this is gonna get. Probably a lot longer. I'm gonna end the video off here. Next video might be shorter compared to the rest. If you like this video, leave it a like. If you want to see more, you could always subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.